And welcome to this mini presentation about my latest blog or article I've written, How to Heal from Narcissistic Abuse, my tips, resources, guidance, and more. I'm author Grace Wroldson. I'm a mother, survivor, author, and coach, if you don't know me, but this will be 25 keys to healing if you buy the full article or blog, and you can buy that by simply following the link in the description below. We must do our healing work for ourselves and our children. We are the ones that lead the way for healing from narcissistic abuse. And just believe healing can happen for you. Hi, I'm Grace. I'm the author of several books. If you're ready to learn and you're willing to learn, I am here to teach. My books can help you make some bad situations a bit better. My first book is Co-Parenting with a Narcissist: 7 Self-Rules to Stay Sane. This is my book series for moms. My second is How to Fight a Narcissist in Family Court and Win: Super Smart Strategies for Success. My third book, Co-Parenting with a Sociopath: Survival and Sanity Guide, is my survivor wisdom. And my fourth in the series is How to Survive a Custody Battle with a Narcissist when the family courts force you to co-parent. So be willing to learn the lessons and change what you can. I suggest you read my book series in the order written 1 through 4 for a complete understanding of my true survivor story. And just a quick disclaimer, I'm not a therapist, I'm not a lawyer. This is my survivor wisdom. Take what you like, leave the rest. I'm not a professional of the court, and sometimes you can't heal certain things. So I understand the limitations of us humans and moms with big, giant hearts. So, how to heal from narcissistic abuse? Big question. Were you in a hurtful, harmful relationship with a narcissist? Well, you can heal. Are you ready to heal from narcissistic abuse? Are you sick and tired of suffering? Do you know all the levels required to heal from narcissistic abuse fully? Want to stop taking narcissistic abuse personally and move on to your next chapters of your precious life? Are you willing to do the required work? Well, start taking strategic healing steps today. And let's start by asking and answering the question, what does a person do when they're unhealed? Think about this. The answer, you ready? They react. They get triggered. They go into what we call a stress response of fight, flight, freeze, feign, and fear. They are launched into defense mode. Generally, they're unable to be logical while emotionally triggered. Often, they lose most of their common sense and reasoning abilities. And this is why I stress that moms who are forced to co parent with a narcissist do their healing work. When a victim is triggered, the narcissist has the upper hand. However, in a healed state, a victim has the advantage. A person can be unaffected by an abuse tactic from the narcissist once they are healed. They can know some type of abuse is coming from a toxic personality disordered person, so they already have a shield up. They can name it, deflect, shield, and either respond or not respond at all. They can calmly document the narcissistic abuse tactic in a numbered list and keep a pattern of behavior with examples ready for if and when it's needed for leverage and evidence. A healed person gets out of the way to allow the narcissist to do themselves in and find other narcissistic supply. A healed person will file motions requesting their rights and their child's rights. A healed person is more likely to obtain a high-powered lawyer, call the police, call CPS and authorities when and if needed. A healed person could do things that an unhealed person can't for their children. It's just a fact. So, a key to healing is get the upper hand on the narcissist, heal from narcissistic abuse. When we are not healed, the narcissist can use our fears, low self worth, low self esteem, and more against us when it comes to child custody. If we get triggered into trauma reaction and fear, we tend to lose our perspective and effectiveness. That's just a natural thing. It's a natural consequence. So, what happens when you stay emotionally sober, solid, and stable? You take away the narcissist's influence and ability to weaponize your weaknesses against you. This is more important than you might realize. Here's another question. Why is it so hard to heal from narcissistic abuse? Because there's a lot to heal from. The narcissist hurts us, and now we have to heal ourselves. Key to healing? Make healing your mission. If you're reading this or listening to this, there's hope for you. You have taken the first step in your healing journey, understanding something complex and grabbing onto solutions. You're taking full responsibility for your healing process. I do believe that this type of healing is a process and it requires your patience, dedication, and self-discipline. This may also take interventions to reach certain levels of your being and a strategic approach. When I attempted to heal from narcissistic abuse at the mind level, at just the cognitive level, it wasn't enough. My healing had to penetrate the depths of me and the abuse. I couldn't put a band-aid on a gaping wound that needed stitches, gauze, real first aid, and a doctor. How far has narcissistic abuse penetrated your life? As I always say, self-work is the most important work we will ever do. Healing is part choice. So make the choice to heal from the devastating effects of narcissistic abuse. You invest in yourself and your future when you decide to heal and take steps. Your future needs your best self in it, not the narcissist. Truth is, your best self is completely narcissist free. Key to healing? The narcissist hurts us, but we must take full responsibility for our healing. Narcissists are notoriously nefarious. They can do a lot of damage to a person's psyche. You might imagine yourself as a bird with a broken wing. You will need some downtime, TLC, tender love and care, rest and recovery before you can fly again. Suffering abuse, being emotionally battered, losing a court case, losing a child, facing injustice, being lied to or lied about is no small thing. Acknowledge what you have gone through. You are stronger than you think. Make a list of all your personal challenges thus far with the narcissist if you need to see how strong you are. I call this my I survived list. I have it in the front of my journal. It affirms my ability to adapt and overcome difficulties when I don't think I can take any more or if I don't think I'll make it. It's okay to take a break if needed. It's okay to be on the ground healing up for a time in the future when you will fly again. Believe that you will. Choose to have hope for yourself. It definitely sucks losing so much to a narcissist. It feels like another unfair backstab when out of the relationship with a narcissist, there's more abuse. But just think, if you heal, you win. No, I tell all my mom clients that we can't expect fairness from an unfair person. So start by being fair to yourself. Key to healing? Shake the narcissist completely, detach, cut ties, sever cords. Healing from the relationship with a narcissist. Have you ever asked yourself, what will it take for me to heal from the narcissist? Know that how you heal from the narcissistic abuse may not be how the next victim heals. How I healed may not be your path. There are many paths to healing. What I needed may not be what you need. What inspires, motivates, and restores you may be unique to you. What's important is your commitment to healing, willingness, and open-mindedness. What's important is that you find a path and follow it and stay on it. What's important is that you stay on the inspired, uplifted path. Having a basic self-care plan needs to be established. The fact is, no one else is going to do your healing for you. Key to healing? Be your own cheerleader. I don't believe that awful yet funny saying getting under someone else helps you get over an ex. In my view and experience, that's a sure recipe for more disaster. Moving on without addressing personal failures, continuing in more relationships with a lack of self-knowledge and a unwillingness to take ownership of the part we played, I think is self-sabotaging behavior. I originally thought I needed healing from my relationship with the narcissist from what I called the toxic trio. Number 1, codependency. Number 2, love addiction. And 3, trauma bonds. But then I learned about another beast, narcissistic abuse. This is an animal that is hard to corner and capture. I am not going to tell you how to do your healing work because your healing will be your own. I wouldn't be so bold or insensitive to tell someone how to grieve a loss of a child. Grief is a very personal, sacred experience, and so is healing. Key to healing: give yourself credit for making it out of the relationship with the narcissist alive. Some don't. In this, I will provide you with all the wisdom I have to offer on the topic of healing from narcissistic abuse. When the ex you are forced to co-parent with is a narcissist. If you don't know my full story yet, I endured what I call a Salem witch trial in family court. That type and extent of narcissistic abuse not only left an impact on me, but on others who watched the tragedy unfold in my small town. Just like that famous town's dark history left a scar on human history and would be remembered for all time, I too endured and lived to tell the tale of fear, paranoia, and a mother-blaming witch hunt. We can learn a lot from history, especially our own. Key to healing: your healing is a very personal, sacred experience. Protect your vulnerable self while healing. Start new personal vows. One thing is for sure: the narcissist rents a lot of prime space in our minds, and we need to evict them for our sanity. Make it a fundamental principle that you no longer obsess or focus on the narcissist for the remainder of your days. I encourage you to make, write, say a personal vow that you will start living your life focused on making the best of a bad situation. Vow that you will start making healthy choices and give yourself peace of mind. Vow that you will focus on yourself and make self-care your full-time job. One healthy choice is to heal from what you have gone through rather than run from it or try to escape it, which some of us do. You have a next life to live. If you have made it out of the relationship alive, you have your life and freedom. Now you need freedom from the narcissist's unhealthy influence and past damage done. The truth is, we can't heal while being entirely focused on the narcissist. We must focus on ourselves. We need our own attention. This is about cleaning up our present emotional and mental state and making a better future. This is about us, our healing, us. Self-care is not selfish, it's necessary. Key to healing: focus on yourself, not the narcissist. You matter more. One thing is for sure: it's hard to heal from narcissistic abuse while you're still under attack by the narcissist and any post-separation abuse or abuse by proxy. I found it so difficult to heal while my child was being actively abused or held hostage by the narcissist. So be realistic and know what you might limit your healing, what you might or might not be able to do at any given time. So be realistic and know what might be your limit or your healing abilities in any given season. I encourage you to heal as much as you possibly can. And don't aim for perfection or set yourself up to be mentally hard on yourself for not completely healing from the narcissist's harm. There's no room for perfectionistic thinking when being human. Please don't have an all or nothing approach to healing. It's good to be 10% healed than 0. Being willing to do it in stages and increments. Even more so, be willing to do your healing a little at a time so not to overwhelm your system. You will need to heal at the mind, body, spirit, and soul levels. It will take time for your transformation. For spinning life's straw into gold, it will take effort and time to turn your woe into wisdom. So thank you for listening to this short sample of how to heal from narcissistic abuse. There's more. You can buy this on my website using the link below. This will be included in my new book that will be coming out soon. You can come to my website, read some of my blogs. My newest blogs have my newest strategies of skillful means method and gray walling method when dealing with a narcissist. Today I have peace, full co-parenting, and cooperation, which is rare, unusual, sounds like it's impossible and a miracle, but I held hope that I could lead the way and be the change I wanted to see. I always stress to my mom clients, please do your healing work. Remember to like and subscribe if you want more of these free videos. This was a sample of the newest blog that will be coming out soon, and it'll also be a chapter in the book, How to Heal from Narcissistic Abuse. I will give you the 25 ways. If you buy it online, I think it comes with the 20 ways to break 200 ways to break a trauma bond, which came from all the women, mother survivors, the ways they healed. So these are a sample of some of my blogs. Yes, you've got to do the healing work. We have to do the grief work for certain things that we're grieving. I hope this little blurb inspired you. I have a free newsletter. It's on a Substack, so you can subscribe to my free newsletter below in the link and get my free new. There is a podcast too that I believe is free. If you want to pitch in to me as an author writing these tips, tools, and strategies for moms, I appreciate any donation on Substack. Know that I do have a Navigate the Narcissist co-parenting video course where you can get solutions for your sanity. It's my basics. So if you're just starting, just finding out he's a narcissist, you got little ones, you might want to watch all 11 videos because the narcissist will have many tricks and tactics and traps set for you. Lots of manipulation, and you need strategy, skills, and self-rules because you will have to navigate the narcissist. And this is about navigating, neutralizing, de-escalating, disarming the narcissist, and not increasing the conflict, but learning how to document strategically. And look for the gray walling method. It's also in a blog. And if you're forced to co-parent with a narcissist and he's toxic and high conflict and drama filled, if he is the drama king, learn about my gray walling, because I always tell moms that one of the ways a narcissist wins is by emotionally destabilizing the target. So that's why I talk about emotional sobriety. There is another video, strategies dealing with the narcissist. Find those strategies. I've got lots of them. I've even got legal strategies, video and blog on like 20 plus legal strategies that you can adopt when you need to zigzag your way through family court with a narcissist. This is my second follow-up book, and you'll need several strategies. I'm a strategist. I'm an author, coach, and I strategize with moms in one-to-one sessions. Very few sessions because I do mostly writing and trying to make helpful videos that encourage you to and inspire you to do your work and know you can hang on and get through this. If you don't have a lawyer, I don't recommend going up against a narcissist without a lawyer, or at least free legal consultation, or at least a lawyer you pay hourly to run things by, because this is a legal war. If this was a war with actual weapons, I'd say get the tanks and the guns and the aircraft and everything ready. But this is a war typically waged in family court, and the weapons are lawyers and paper bullets. And so if you don't have a lawyer, you don't have any weaponry, any defense or an offense. And if you read my 3-part strategy, it's defense, offense, and be a great mom with support. So moms who don't have support become emotionally unraveled. They make mistakes in their custody case. They don't have legal advice in their family court custody case. So please get the right lawyer. Guide has my 20-question worksheet. If you're intimidated by talking to lawyers, you don't know what to ask, you just fill out my worksheet, read my guide, fill out my worksheet ahead of time, and interview those attorneys. Then do 2 to 3 so that you can sleep on the decision and not pick the first attorney that says everything you want to hear. You got to watch out for narcissistic lawyers too. And also when it comes to healing, you've got to watch out for narcissistic healers who promise to abracadabra heal you from narcissistic abuse in an instant. We need life skills going forward to make sure we're not vulnerable. We need good boundary function. There's so much to heal that it can't be waved away with a magic wand. Just like you can't break a trauma bond just by saying I want to break a trauma bond. These cords have to be cut. Things have to be severed, not just, at the mind level, at the emotional level, which means you got to grieve the loss of the person you wanted and the family you wished for and the house you had. There's a lot to grieve. So I always say become empowered instead of disempowered by getting legal support. There's often free services for DV victims, and often our child custody case is only as good as our attorney. And those are the books you would want to start with, reading these in order before you get to my newest book that does have the Get the Right Lawyer Guide included in it. And my video course link will be down below. So thank you so much for watching. I hope this was helpful. And if you could leave something in the comment, what you heard that was the most helpful for you, that will help me know what's hitting a home run with the moms of my private groups. Thank you so much for watching.